Hi everybody, I'm Brett. This is Muon Video on YouTube, and if you haven't already, click the subscribe button down below. Now, with all that out of the way, let's get started. So today we're taking a look at the mystery camera from the previous video. Now, if you paid attention to the last part of the video, I mentioned this is a Sony A7S III, equipped with the 20mm f1.8 lens. Now, I wanted to talk a bit about the camera, the lens, how it's working in a vlogging capacity, which is like what I'm doing right now. Now, for the audio, I've got the Rode Wireless Go attached with a lavalier right here, and I do have some preamps on the Sony, and I've got the wind cutter enabled as well. So how is this looking? Now, for stabilization, I've got it set to active. In previous instances, I did have it set to standard just because there is a crop when you have the stabilization set to active. That's what gives it this additional boost. So how is the stabilization looking? Now, in addition to these features, I've also got the Peter McKinnon Mist 2 edition on with the shutter speed of 1/320. I'm filming an S-Log 3 with auto ISO on. With this 20mm lens, I've got this really wide open at 1.8. So how does this background separation look? Sony A7S III with this lens combination, it's a very lightweight system. When I check the math, I want to say this camera and lens system vis-a-vis the Panasonic Lumix S5 with the kit lens from a previous video, it's about the same weight. I want to say the Sony A7S III is just a hair lighter in weight. This 20mm lens feels a lot wider than the kit lens on the S5. I wonder why that is. I mean, even wide open, I want to say that Panasonic lens was probably, in reality, like 24mm. I wanted to try out the Sony A7S III because there's been a lot of reports about having really fast autofocus, and it's kind of hard not to want to try out the Sony A7S III with all the features on the camera. With the Panasonic, I had a struggle oftentimes with the autofocus, which, by the way, the autofocus here is set with eye tracking enabled, human tracking obviously. And I've got the highest settings because I'm not doing anything really filmic or cinematic today. I've got the autofocus settings on to be very quick. I don't mind it if it's not too smooth, just because I want to have that responsiveness. And I'm curious to see, number one is how fast the autofocus is, and number two is how accurate it is as well. With the Lumix S5, there's a lot of background pulsing going on. Do you notice any background pulsing now? And for the record, right now my left eye has a white box around it, so for all intents and purposes, I should be in focus. But anyway, that's all for now. I wanted to just do a quick video about the vlogging capabilities of this camera, and I think I covered the basics. The auto white balance, the auto exposure, the autofocus, and of course the in-body stabilization. All four of those categories, this camera did really, really well. But let me know in the comments what you think, and as always, if you found this video helpful or insightful, give a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, comment below, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.